So keep in mind that crazy exponent and root situations are what scientific notation was made for. So when you get something kind of strange like this, a lot of times it's in your best interest to convert that into something with fewer decimal places. So here in this case, the square root of the cube root of 0.000027 is the same thing as the number underneath is 27 times 10 to the negative 6. Then, of course, 27 looks more like a cube root, so that's going to be easier to unpack later. And then, of course, we're taking the square root of the cube root of that. Also remember with various exponents and things like that, if you have something like the root of x times y, that's the same thing as the root of x times the root of y. So you can separate out the two parts. So this is equal to the cube root, the square root of the cube root of 27 times 10 to the negative 6's own square root of the cube root. So of course the cube root of 27 is 3. The square root of that is the square root of 3. And when you're doing exponents like this, remember when you raise powers to powers, the cube root of something is the same as something to the 1/3 power. Negative 6 to the 1/3 power ends up being the negative 2 power. So this is now the square root of negative 10 to the negative 2. The square root of 3 we're not going to be able to do anything with, but that's okay. Not yet anyway. And then the square root of 10 to the negative 2 that's 1 over 100. The square root of 1 over 100 is the same thing as 1/10, or 10 to the negative 1. And so we have to approximate our square root of negative 3. It's approximately 1.7. 10 to the negative 1 means moving the decimal point over 1 to the left, so it equals 0.17. Answer choice B.